All right, good Tuesday night, and welcome to Route 22 right here in the heart of Dry Prong for the Grant High Coaches Show right here on 446 Sports on YouTube TV. We are glad to be here with you each and every week. Smells real good here. If you're not here yet, obviously you're not here yet if you're watching this, but I want to encourage you to get down here quickly and get you some of this food. Always smells good. Always tastes real good too, so the atmosphere is wonderful, food is good, but we're here to talk about a little football. I'm Chad James. I don't know why I tell people that every week, but that's who I am. Right here beside me is the coach, Thomas Laborde. Coach, how you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm glad to be here with these fellas. Always glad to work with Coach every week. Calling the games and here, and I'm also proud of this guy. I'm glad to be here working with him, the head coach of the Grant Cougars, Coach Jarvous Felton. How are you?
Thankful, man.
Thankful. I love that.
Thankful.
I love that. You know, oftentimes we take too much for granted, you know, when we overlook those things we should be thankful for.
That's
But how's your week been going?
Oh, it's been going good, you know. Tough loss last week, but those are learning lessons. It's not a very good way to learn lessons. But
that's not the way you like
know,
to learn, is it?
Try not to soak in it all weekend and make that define who you are as a person, as a man, and as a team, as a program. But those losses hurt, man. Those hurt. So, but at the end of the day, you got to flush it, move on. Hey, now it's, again, another winnable opponent, and if we attack the game plan that we have set for our kids and our kids come out and we finish the game, we should come out victorious.
Yeah, you know, which we'll talk about practice. Since you brought the game up, we'll talk about that a little bit. That one especially, you guys were busy coaching football and the kids were playing football. Coach and I were on top of the press box, and we had their PA speaker right in front of us.
Very white on the call.
And so he and I couldn't even hear each other. We had to be looking at each other to talk. And so even for us, that environment was difficult. The football game, you know, oftentimes you learn more from losses than you do from wins. And you said something earlier that really struck a chord that is very accurate in that it was a winnable football game. There were a number of opportunities, you know, us up there. It's real easy for us to, you know, spot those that we're not under the pressure that you guys are. But we just saw a number of opportunities like, man, if we could have capitalized on that.
Late in the third quarter, play 120.
You done watch the film.
I've watched it 5 times. Play 120 was the turning switch.
Yeah.
Because we
talk about that.
We forced a fumble on their 15.
The quarterback fumbled.
We're turning up. We get the ball, and we fumble. We punch it in there.
Yeah.
We're up to score.
Yeah, we're up.
And then we turn around and we kick it off to them.
Yeah.
We're there to field the ball. We don't attack the ball. We get that ball. We're on aisle 35. We score again.
Yeah.
We're done.
Okay. That was one of them in particular that just kind of stood out to me, because at that point where the defense, they struggle throughout the night, and when they come up with a stop, you really, really want to capitalize on it, because at that point you're only down 5. And if you can put a drive together, and I mean, the offense scored 41 points.
Yeah,
we
had 536 yards offensively on Friday. So, and then the main thing with defensively, like, we played well, is just the busted plays.
Yeah.
You know, just not finishing drives. You know, like we at spurts, which again goes back to practice. We talked about that. You know, Mondays has turned into our best weeks of practice, and Mondays we come in, we're guns a-blazing on Monday.
Yeah.
Tuesday comes around, hey, I'm back in school, in class all day, get down there for football. First segment of practice, like, we're high, but midway through we start coasting and we start drifting off, and then at that last little spurt of that practice, we tend to pick it back up.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesdays, you know, we're there and we're coasting and we're going all out, but we're kind of not. And then on Thursday, our game situation practice, we turn it up and we have a really good Thursday practice. And that carries over to games.
Yeah.
So you look at it, first quarter, hey, we were hot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We were marked calling the football game when it started.
Yeah.
I mean, offensively and defensively, the game couldn't have started any better because defensively it was it might have been a 3 and out.
It was.
I believe
Start
it
the
was
game.
a 3 and out. Start
Second
the game.
quarter, we start coasting.
And
Third quarter, we're there. Fourth quarter, we turn it on.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing how practice transfers to games, right?
So like that during the middle of the week. So when you talk about, just for our listeners' benefit, just you know, you may start out good, open the week. It seems like maybe a little bit of the intensity, maybe a little bit of the focus kind of wanes a little bit in the middle of the week.
Yeah. But I can say this is a true testament. This is a good positive note. Our kids never blinked.
Right.
They never, typical old Grant was shut down, started pointing fingers, you know, arguing. There was no talking on the sideline. There was a focus, and there was an understanding like, hey, we're still in this, and we still have a mission to accomplish. So I am very proud of that.
Yeah.
Very proud of that. So
it just unfortunately, you know, I was you know, I get invested in a game even up there. I get invested in it, and so you know, that was one of those games where you watch it from our perspective. You're like, man, we could have won that football game.
Yeah.
And the competitor in me is like, golly, it just eats you up.
Yeah.
You hate to lose a football game.
That was one of those when you get back to the office, you just sit there and you just stare at the wall.
Absolutely.
Did you stare at the wall, Coach?
I threw stuff at the wall.
Just stare at the wall, man.
Oh,
That's
my
the competitor
gosh.
in you, though.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, hey, our kids' fault, you know. That's all we can ask for. We learn from them. Hey, life lessons, man. That's how it is in life. So you can't let that dictate what your next thing is going to be. So sometimes in life we might not get the things that might go our way. So, but you can't let that dictate your future. You still got to show up the next day. Can't quit.
You know, you got a great player. You got a number of great players, but you know, Ahmad has been on sort of set a precedent in the first game of the season where he scored 10 touchdowns. He had a monster game Friday night. What did we say?
Five touchdowns.
5 touchdowns.
Yeah, we would have had 7, but they called 2 back.
Yeah. You know, that game, the way it was going, I didn't even think about those callback touchdowns till after I was driving home from the game. I said, what? Man, we had 2 touchdowns taken off the board.
Yeah. Kickoff return for 89 yards, and then we had a I think it was right before halftime or maybe after half. We came out.
I think it was after the half.
And he bust one and got that one called back.
Yeah.
Almost scored right before half.
Yes, it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
sure did.
But God bless the officials, man. I love them.
You know, and I thought they did okay.
They did. They did.
You know, the big play for me, the turning point, you know, you talked about play 120. But then in the second quarter, I think it was 14-all. You were driving, 3rd and 1, and we had the fumbled snap that put the offense back about 10 yards, and you couldn't recover from that one. Just, you know, there's little miscues that can eat at you because we've been in games where, you know, we get off the bus and we're like, you know, we don't belong to play on this field. And, you know, every game so far this year it's been competitive. It's been even. Even going forward into district, you know, from what we've seen so far, they can compete.
Yeah.
And it's just, can we turn the corner and make that, you know, you can go back to the Peabody game. There's about 3 plays. There's the fumble on 3rd and 1. There's the fumble after the turnover, the onside kick maybe, or even that 4th down call where they called the bubble.
Yeah.
You flip 3 plays, and all of a sudden, you know, you win the game 54-41.
Yeah.
And you know, as a former coach, you know, people might say, well, you lost. Yeah, I get it. But, you know, when you go – we used to be in games where it was 25 plays. Yeah. When you're down to 1 or 2 and you're like, man, if we get 1 or 2 plays to flip, we win.
Yeah.
And that just shows you the growth of a program.
Yeah.
You know, because it takes time.
Yeah.
And you've got to get the kids and the kids and the kids. You know, we coach kids that, man, if the kids that coached would have been like when I was here, we might have won a state championship.
Yeah.
You know, just the mindset. But they didn't have it. But you can see these kids, like he says, they never blink.
Right. You
know, down 2 scores, 3 scores. I'm thinking, well, there's a way to get back in it. But are the kids, and you see the kids out there just fighting. And you're like, okay. There's a shift.
And you can see even in, look, everyone makes mistakes, all of present company included. But you can see an awareness. So if one of those kids made a mistake, perhaps it was a read or an assignment or whatever it may be, you can see it in them, that the immediate recognition, whereas in the past, you know, it may be well, what happened? I don't understand what happened, or a point to so-and-so didn't do their job.
A point that was on me.
But you know, you can see the...
We call that thumb teammate. It's a chapter in the book, baby. Thumb teammate.
Thumb teammate.
I like it.
I like it. I'm going to have to write that one down too, Coach. I you know, you don't want to beat a dead horse, but you see the offense has been, it didn't matter who we've played here, the offense has produced, right? There are situations where they could have produced like, wow, even more. When I look back at that game, I was like, you know, we should have won that game with the exception of just a play, you know, 3 plays or whatever. They would have been us winning by 2 scores instead of them. But you know, it's a progress. If you can put both sides of the ball together, to both play a solid, complete game together, I believe you're really going to have something. And, you know, that close.
Just making them understand and believe how really good they could possibly be. Like, I just want them to really, like, that's what we talked about Monday, just truly dissecting, like, guys, do you understand the team that you have? If you all stay focused and dialed in and be tunneled in on your assignment and doing your job consistently for 4 quarters, what can you accomplish? We will have our rooms in New Orleans right now.
Go to the Dome, man. I love it. Well, let's, you know, we talked a little bit about practice. Practice been good this week?
Oh, yeah, man. We got a couple kids bumped up and had some bumps and bruises, so doing a couple of rehab, you know, throwing in some different wrinkles, trying to dissect some kids, putting some kids different positions, and just trying to find answers for different things. So, for the most part, we've had a really good week. We got tomorrow and Thursday, and then Friday off
go to Monroe. Got to go play Wassman. We'll talk a little bit more about Wassman in our last segment. We got Caleb Furman. Is he coming back this week? I know he's here tonight.
He got cleared today, but it's a slow release. So he was outside running the track today. Make sure he doesn't get any headaches. Tomorrow we're going to put him in some drills and slowly work him in. We'll see how he's feeling on Friday. I don't want to push it too hard. That'll probably be a game decision. Family divided decision. Because at the end of the day, it's about lives.
Amen.
This is just a game.
It's just a game.
Well, you got to live after this game.
Amen. That is exactly right. We had, I understand, quarterback was sick last week. Backup quarterback was sick last week. Is he doing good?
Yeah, he's good. I mean, we had the stomach bugs going around, so we're sanitizing and we're fogging everything every day. Our girls are doing a good job of making sure the bottles are clean and washed and soaked overnight. So we're trying to keep everything clean.
That's fantastic. You know, we to be this deep into the season.
It's about that time. It's about that time.
It is about that time.
As soon as that first cold front comes, I mean, it just.
I remember one year, I don't remember.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, everybody on the team got the flu or stomach virus.
Yeah, we had about 35 guys out.
Yeah, that was terrible.
They said Toga had about 15.
Yeah.
This past week?
Yeah,
really?
Guys out with the flu. The flu.
Yeah.
Wow.
It hits about this time, man.
Well, I'm excited if we get a little colder and see Coach Felton. They've got some new jackets they're gonna bust out. They're to look really sharp.
I keep talking to him about some Grant.
We're gonna get you a gold polo.
Yeah, I would love that. That would be outstanding. I would love to have it. I'm just teasing, of course. We do have Wassman coming up. We're going to talk to them a little bit more later on in the show, but we do have a good show for you here tonight. We've got Miss Miranda Smith, the advisor for the FCCLA, that is going to become talking to us about, it's an organization at the school, the Future Community and Career Leaders of America, the chapter there at Grant High School. They got an event coming up. Got a couple of kids that are part of the FCCLA that are going to be talking to us. And then in our third segment, we've got a couple of Grant football players that are going to be here. We're going to talk to them.
I picked those out this week, Chad.
Did you do
He
that?
called me about 9 o'clock last night.
Oh, that's awesome.
My wife said, "Who is that?" He said, "Who do you want to talk to?" And I started thinking, and
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to the same guys again.
Right.
And I said, well, maybe Ahmad, but we've already talked to Ahmad.
Yeah.
He can go do something else.
Yeah.
So we got Braden Sloan.
Yep.
And Deontay Pennington.
That's awesome.
Try to get those two-way guys. Makes the questions easier.
They're going to be here. Coach Cowan, the offensive line coach, is going to be here.
And defensive backs, right?
Yeah.
We're going to talk to him about defensive backs tonight.
Are we really?
We are. We're
Okay.
going to get some of that insight. He doubles up too.
Does he really?
And we're going to ask him what he likes better.
Okay.
He's going to say O-line. That's his baby.
If you know Coach Cowan, I would probably say that the O-line would be
Probably say powerlifting's his favorite.
powerlifting. Yeah. But we're going to talk to them, so stay with us. We're going to step away for just a moment and pay.
Before we do, I want to get with Coach Felton. What we haven't heard about all year is the JV team. How they're doing.
Hey, man, our JV team is doing great.
Most of your freshmen play on Friday.
They do. They do.
Contributing.
We try to manage that load, but I'm very impressed.
No one ever asked you about them.
Hey, we're 2-2, man. We went to Caldwell last night and we pitched a shutout. We're 28-0.
I think he's wanting to keep a little bit of a secret.
Okay.
Hey, the future is bright.
Absolutely. We see him on Friday.
Yeah, we do.
The future is bright, man.
You've got some really great freshman football players that are contributing in varsity games on Friday
That's
night.
it. The Bible say, hey, you got to reap that harvest, man, but you got to keep putting it in, keep putting it in,
Keep sowing seeds, huh?
Sowing them seeds.
Are they about done with their JV season?
Oh, no, man. We're playing a full season, baby.
All the way to the end? Oh, look at that.
We got next week we'll go to Buckeye, and then the following week we'll finish off with LaSalle. So
we want to hear about the Buckeye. I bet those freshmen want to get a little something back.
Yeah, they're excited, And I was proud of those guys. Some of those young guys stepped up. They're finally figuring it out. They're doing exactly what their coach should do. And it's like, wow.
They get
now
it.
you get it. It makes sense now. They're making plays. So I'm excited about those young guys, man.
My son is we do need to take a break, but my son had his first year of coaching. He's going to school to be a coach, Landry. Both of these guys coached him. But they're done with their season at Neville Junior High. And talking about those kids that get it, watching their 7th grade group team play and their 8th grade team play, it's like night and day. Those kids there, that switch goes off between 7th and 8th grade, and man, that 8th grade group he's got up there is.
It's so important to get the young guys ready.
Yeah.
And he can remember when kids would show up here and couldn't get in a 3-point stance.
Yeah.
And so, you spend 4 years teaching the fundamentals.
Yeah.
And now, through his hard work, and I tell people all the time, I'm so impressed. The work he does in the junior high, that he goes down there and makes sure everything's right.
You got to have it.
Well, you're going to start seeing it in the coming years. You're going to really start seeing it when this team's, in the quarterfinals and the semifinals.
I love it.
It gets me fired. I might,
You may get me a little
get a little goosebumps.
I love it. Y'all stay with us right here on 446 Sports for the Grant Cougar Coaches Show. We're going to be back in just a couple minutes and talk to Miss Miranda Smith from the FCCLA. Stay with us right here on 446 Sports.
Everybody dancing on 99. Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Welcome back to the Grant High Cougar Coaches Show. But as you can see on your camera, I do not have Grant Cougar football players or football coaches here. Every week we try to spotlight and talk to not just football players, but some of the different organizations at Grant High School. And this week we have Miss Miranda Smith, who is the advisor for the FCCLA. That is the Future Community and Career Leaders of America. And we're just delighted to have you. I'm going to introduce this young lady in just a second, and we've got a couple of others. But Miss Smith, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank y'all for having us on. This is such a good opportunity to come on and talk about this wonderful organization. It's relatively new to Grant High School. We've just started it. It's only been 3 years that we've had FCCLA at Grant High School, but I've been an FCCLA advisor and involved in this organization for over 16 years. And
wow.
It's a wonderful opportunity for students.
That's awesome. You had to educate me when you got here. I was not familiar with the FCCLA. And could you tell the folks a little bit more about what that organization does?
Sure. So FCCLA, it stands for Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America. It is a student-led organization with family at the central focus. And we all know that that's something that we as a society most desperately need to focus on is the family unit as a whole. But it gives students a great opportunity to work on their leadership skills, work on their communication skills, and gives them these opportunities to travel and experience things that they may not otherwise have an opportunity to do.
You talked about the communication skills. You know, that's something that's it really is lacking in today's society because most people walk around like this.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, they don't sit down and talk to one another as they should. And I believe a lot of the problems that we see in our communities and around the country could be solved by sitting down and having a conversation.
Absolutely.
Well, I appreciate you doing that. I know y'all have a big event coming up.
We do.
Do you want to talk about it now? Or?
Sure. Yeah, I'll just mention it briefly. So we're super excited to be partnering with Marlar Ford here in Dry Prong. They're a great community asset, and they have been so gracious that we're going to put on an event. It's called Ford Drive for Your Community event. And this gives you an opportunity to come out to Marlar Ford, test drive one of those new Broncos or new Ford Mustangs. And every test drive that is taken, you take a pre-survey, you take a post-survey. Marlar Ford is going to donate $30 for every test drive taken to our organization. And we're partnering with Beta at Grant High School. So this is a great way for our students to be able to earn those funds, to be able to finance those trips and those events that they go to.
You mentioned Beta. Both of my sons are in college right now, but they both are graduates of Grant High School, and both of them were in Beta.
Yes.
One in particular, my youngest son, he went on a pretty big trip with Beta at one point, and so they enjoyed that. So I tried to put this up there. This is the flyer. Where are y'all going to have these out around?
So they're out out in the restaurant right now that we put them out in the community. There are Facebook posts, so if you follow the Grand High School Facebook page, there are links posted there. All you have to do is click on that link, register. It's a very quick 3 or 4 questions to register, and you can actually register on site. So if you don't register in advance, you can still register at the event.
Fantastic. I tried to show it. There's a QR code on here. I don't know if you can zoom in where you're at and maybe get a shot of that QR code. But it does have a QR code with all the registering and information and stuff there. So this young lady right here, her name is Phoebe, right?
Yes, sir.
Phoebe is you're a member of the FCCLA. And tell me a little bit about your experience and what you do in the club.
So I was able to join my freshman year and kind of experience the new club because, I was new to the school as well. And Miss Smith was one of my teachers, and she was there to support me and help me in the club. So it was a fun experience. And I got to go on a lot of the field trips that they have where you get to go and meet all these new people from their state first. So you get to meet a lot of people from Louisiana, and they do a lot of group things where you get to communicate with a lot of people, and there's presentations and stuff, and then you get to go to nationals if you make it past state, and you get to meet people from all over the U.S.
Wow.
And they do things like pin trading, so you get to actually
You got to tell me what that is. I don't know what that is.
So all of the states make their own pins that go on this map that they have.
Ah, okay.
And you have to try and just find everybody. They have Puerto Rico too, which
Wow.
is really cool. But everyone's is unique and different, and some states are smaller than others, so you really have to go up and talk to people and find them and stuff.
Ah, very good. What grade are you in?
I'm in 11th.
11th grade, a
So-
junior. What's your favorite class?
English.
English. Very good. Well, you're well spoken, so that you can tell that. We've got another young lady. Her name is Kate Sable, and she's also a member of FCCLA. I see she's got her FCCLA T-shirt on. Kate, can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
Very good. So tell me a little bit about, I asked Phoebe. Phoebe Pate her last name is Pate. But Kate, forgive me if I could, you got Pate and you got Kate, and excuse me if I messed some of that up. But Kate is a member of the club. Tell me a little bit about your experience. I asked Phoebe, tell me a little bit about what you do there.
Okay, so last year I joined FCCLA as a freshman, and I went to nationals with Miss Smith and competed in promote and publicize FCCLA, which is basically where I took an account of all the different events we did throughout the year and just made a timeline, so basically a photo book. And I placed 16th in the nation. So,
Wow.
And in FCCLA, there's different levels. There's gold, silver, and bronze, and it just scores it off a rubric. So I placed gold, and I got 16th.
Wow. Well, that's pretty impressive. Did you compete?
Yes, sir. I went for Food Innovations, where it's they give you a food product and you have to make a whole line based off of it. So this year it was some sort of vegetable or something, and we had to make a whole smoothie line based off of it. And I was able to place 21st, and it was silver.
Very good. What food did you use to make your smoothie?
I did. It was fruits, not vegetables.
I'm sorry,
but I
fruit.
did strawberry.
Strawberry, okay. I was wondering what kind of flavor we were going to have there, because I really like strawberry. That's wonderful. You girls, that's something to be proud of. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment considering you're in the whole country finishing like that. Well, thank you for coming on. We got another young lady that's going to come on here and talk to us for just a minute. Tell us your name again.
My name's Bella Borland.
Bella, all right. Well, what grade are you in?
I'm in 11th grade.
11th grade. You're a junior. All right. Well, we're glad to have you on the program, and I understand that you're going to do a little wrap up here of what's going on with you guys at the FCCLA. Tell us all about it.
Well, we started this club my freshman year. We started off with a little bit of people, but over the past 2 years, we progressed, and it's really been a great thing.
Yeah, did you go to nationals? Did you compete in any of that?
I went to state, but I didn't place.
That's all right. That's something to be proud of. You went all the way to that. You got anything else you would like to add and tell us about FCCLA?
FCCLA means a lot to me because I'm able to step out my comfort zone and show people that I'm a true leader.
Awesome. How do you feel about getting on camera and talking? Is that a little bit make you a little bit nervous?
Yes, sir.
Well, I want you to be very comfortable because it's all right. Right? No, as my daddy used to say, ain't nobody gonna eat you, ain't nobody gonna bite you. It's all good. Well, we're glad you girls came on and talked to us a little bit about FCCLA. Coach, did you want to ask him anything? Okay. I had my back turned to you. I just want to remind everyone of the event that they have coming up on October the 18th, the Ford Drive for Your Community event at Marlar Ford. Go test drive you a new Ford down there, and they're going to donate some money towards you guys' trips. These flyers are going to be around. If you can get a shot of that QR code, that'll take you right to the website. Thank you, girls, for coming on. We really appreciate it. When we come back here in just a moment, we're going to talk to some football players. They're not going to be as pretty as these young ladies that's been up here, so I'm sorry. But we're going to talk to some football players and talk to Coach Cowan. We're going to talk to Braden Sloan, outside linebacker. We're going to talk to offensive lineman Deontay Pennington. And so stay with us right here on 446 Sports for the Grant High Cougars Coaches Show.
When it comes to celebrating big moments, BK Distributors has you covered. From eye-catching fathead decals and senior banners to custom cutouts that bring your favorite faces to life, we help make memories larger than life. Cheer loud and proud with hand fans and personalized signs, or honor achievements with awards and trophies that shine just as bright as the people who earn them. Whether it's for your school, your team, your business, or your community, BK Distributors delivers quality, creativity, and service you can trust. BK Distributors, where every moment deserves to stand out.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Route 22 right here in the heart of Dry Prong for the Grant Cougars Coaches Show, brought to you each and every week here on 446 Sports. I think we've had a pretty good show so far. We've talked to Coach Felton, and we've talked to some young ladies from the FCCLA. And right now we've got a couple of Cougar football players here to talk to. Immediately to my right is, are you a senior, Deontay?
Yes, sir.
Are you a senior, Braden?
Yes, sir.
Both these boys are senior football players. I thought they were, but I wanted to be sure. This young man right here is Deontay Pennington. He's an offensive lineman. We also see him go in and play a little nose tackle.
Yes, sir.
And Braden Sloan down there is outside linebacker. We actually called both you boys' names on Friday night during the football games. Probably Braden maybe a little bit more because he's, he's an outside linebacker and he's involved in a lot of plays. But to open that football game, I know that was a tough loss, but to open that football game, there was a sequence of plays on the very first series, defensive series, where you got an offsides call, but immediately on the back side of that, you made a big play from your nose tackle position. Tell us a little bit about that. What did you see? What did you do? Did you just bum rush the guy or sling him out of the way, or what did you do there?
Well, I kind of use it to teach us at practice, speed to power, but he kind of
not to discredit him or anything, but he kind of didn't block me at all, so I came through untouched. And then,
You're not supposed to say that, man. No, you're being honest.
Yeah, then
I like
came
that.
through untouched and then made a play. So it's just good to get some credit that I don't get on the O-line when I play D-line. So.
Well, I tell you, we've talked to some of your compadres on the offensive line, and not to take away from the great running back that you guys have, but those running backs, I'm an old offensive lineman. I coach the offensive line. Those running backs wouldn't have a hole to run through if it wasn't for you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it feels really good, like getting the credit. Like tonight we were on Coach Will's tab because we rushed for over 300 yards, and that's just really been like the page turner all year, just back-to-back 300-yard games. It's not too bad, but I like it.
No, that's not too bad at all, is it? You got something from an old O-line coach here?
Well, I have a few questions, so we want to kind of go over, and we're going to pick on you a little bit.
Yes, sir.
When you're at the nose guard, what are you looking at before the snap? Because they've gotten you a couple times.
Yeah, they got me a couple times. It's kind of because I'm like anticipating the snap, trying to fire off the ball, but then I got to level myself back down and get ready to go to the next play, just flush the last play and get to the next.
You got to overcome that. You know, we got to get you guys the hockey stick with the football on.
Yeah, with the football. We do make a joke. We do make it. Not that y'all are a joke, but we do laugh. And that would be anybody. Quarterback Miles Futrell is leaving, but we do make a joke sometimes about that nose tackle because he's right over the football.
Yes, sir.
But you came back, man. You had that penalty, but you came back and made a heck of a play. We even remarked on the air, said, oftentimes linemen, they don't ever get their name called either side of the ball. Defensive linemen more for making tackles, but it's always this pointed out when they make a mistake. But you came back and made a big play, and
yes, sir.
We made a point to mention that. So which one do you I'll ask all these boys that play both ways. You got to tell me which side of the ball you like playing on better.
I like the credit I get on defense, but I really like the after the fact of the game when I get to play offense, because it's just really good to look at our running back, even if it was a loss. A 300-yard game is a 300-yard game regardless. So I just feel a whole lot better after the fact playing O-line, but in the moment, D-line's where it's at.
Over the years that I always played just offense. We didn't play both ways where I went to school, but I always loved the offensive line. And when I was coaching, I had some kids that played both ways some. And there were some that always wanted to play on that defensive line. And it used to drive me crazy, Coach. I'm like, man, you need to own this offensive line, man. The offense goes as you go. And so we're proud of you. We think you're doing a good job on both sides of the ball. I noticed on defense, playing that nose, we've talked about this before, that nose position, that's a block eater position, right?
It is. And sometimes I'll get lucky and make a play here and there, but most of the time I'm kind of eating up blocks, trying to let my linebackers come through and make plays, though. So I'll take credit where credit's due. I'll eat the blocks up.
I like that.
Well, I do, too. He sounds like a lineman when he talks. I love that. We have that nose tackle position, but it being a block eater, we don't have a lot of guys on the team that with the body type to play that zero technique with those three. We don't have a lot of those guys, so I noticed you and Madden swap out quite a bit at that nose. There's some others as well, but when I think of a big body block eater nose tackle, I think of guys like you and Madden.
Now, is the hardest part when you two have to sprint on and off the field?
Oh, yeah, it is. That's the hardest part of every game. It's when it's home games, the hardest part of every game is jogging back up the hill at halftime and jogging back to the sideline when it's time to rotate.
Oh, the big guys. I was one of those big guys, but I love the big guys. They're my favorites. I love them. This next young man down here on the end is a senior linebacker. He wears number 6 for the Grant Cougars. Outplays the outside linebacker. His name is Braden Sloan. Braden, how you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing excellent. Tell us.
Now you're the old man in the group of linebackers.
The only senior.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
Look, see, that's why they pay me to remember these things. What's it like being, just that leader in that group, the old man, the one that because you got two guys that are fiery, and sometimes you got to pull them back.
Oh yeah.
And that should fall on you as
absolutely. It's great. I like to try my best to kind of be a leader to the best I can. It's hard sometimes because not everybody knows exactly where where they're supposed to go, but we got plenty of people that are always willing to step up and make plays. You see younger guys, Matthew and Javon Davis, always willing to step up and make plays whenever we need it.
Well, we saw this week. We saw you come around the edge and make a couple plays, and all season we've seen you make big plays. What's that one stat you're trying to get?
A
big sack, a pick six,
interception.
He wants an interception.
I didn't get one last year. I want one this year. Or a sack. I've been so close. The quarterback would hold on just one more second.
If you were just like half a step faster.
If I was a little faster.
Just a half a step. You do play in that outside linebacker position. You do have to play a little coverage every now and again. And so there are opportunities for you to pick a ball off if they tend to go that way. I think that's coming from a linebacker. He wants to get a pick. I think that's kind of funny. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just
Jaden Moore said the same thing.
He did,
and he dropped one.
He did. He dropped one.
So hopefully, when your moment comes and that ball, grab that sucker and take off.
Hopefully.
So do you have good hands? I want to ask you that. Do you have good hands?
They're all right.
They're all right?
Pretty good.
You just got to catch. Just get one catch. Yeah. Now, you're going to be busy this week. From everything that I've heard, Chad, Walshman has a heck of a mobile quarterback. He's going to run around that pocket, and it's going to be up to Braden to keep him from going 90 yards down the field while everybody's in coverage. So you excited about that?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of pressure on you linebackers this week.
It's a lot, but I love it. I'm excited.
Like the challenge. You up for the challenge? We got some good young guys. We got some good older guys, and so I would think, not to give away anything, but I would think somebody's got to be a spy, right? When you got a mobile quarterback, you ain't got to tell who that is. But I would like to think with a mobile quarterback like that, somebody's got to be watching him, try to keep him, at least try to keep him contained between the tackles, right?
Yeah, we're changing a few things around this week because, if I'm being honest, defense hasn't really performed to the level that you want. Yeah, it's not. They're not to our standard. Like, if you look back at last year, and I hate to bring up last year, but if you look back at last year, like, we didn't allow a whole lot of points at all until we get towards later in district, playing harder teams. And this year it's been really the offense keeping us in a lot of these games. And so we're gonna try to work on. We've been trying to work on it. Missed tackles is one of the main things that are holding us back. It's just little things. We could fix little things. I feel like we could step up and pick our offense up a lot.
Sure. That's never a good recipe to just rely on an offense to, outscore your opponent. That's never a good recipe. It's a kind of a good thing to have. If I might elaborate, y'all don't stone me, all right? But my favorite professional football team is the Dallas Cowboys. It has been. Look at them, since I was a little boy.
Scoot away a little bit.
But if you look at the Dallas Cowboys this year, they have the #1 ranked offense in the NFL. And they have the last ranked defense in the NFL. And you see how, not that you guys are last ranked, but my point is, having a high-powered offense, you need to have a complementary defense. And we talked to Coach earlier, if you could have just a little bit more complementary, and you guys are perfectly capable of doing that. I think you'd see a big swing in some different things. But I love the fact that when you look at what you've put out there, you go, this just really is not up to our standards. We need to be better. That shows a lot of maturity. That's why you're a senior. That's why you're the old man. You gonna be playing some some nose tackle?
Oh yes sir, yes sir.
Friday night.
Yes sir.
These kids got it easy, man. When I was here, they did not talk about a standard.
They didn't?
No, they didn't. to see where the kids in this program have come from.
Grown.
You may not realize it, but it was here, and now you guys are here.
Yeah,
and
you really are.
Think about 4 years. Those freshmen now and their seniors. That's your legacy that you can leave behind. That, man, those guys are in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And that's a testament to you and those who came before you.
Yeah.
So I love when you talk about holding people accountable to the program standard from the kids. The coaches can say it all day.
Yeah.
We can put it on a shirt that says the standard, and we can do backflips off the building.
Yeah.
But until the kids start saying it,
when you hear them sitting here talking about those things, you can see the growth in the program. Man, I would love to see you boys
put a whooping on those Wildcats.
I would love to see that come Friday night. That would be a wonderful fun.
We're going to be looking for. Well, you won't be.
No, I won't. I'll be watching.
I'll be looking for a sack or a pick six from Braden.
Yeah.
And I'll give a special shout out when those two big fellas run on and off the field to give each other a break.
Because our viewers may not know, but you and Madden both are starters on offense, and so people don't understand this. A big guy, if he were playing Ironman football, he wears out pretty quick. So you guys are mainstays on that O-line, and then you kind of swap out reps there at nose tackle to kind of give you a little bit of a break. Let me ask you one more question before we get out of here, and it's for each one of you. Both of you are seniors. Deontay, I'll start with you. You're a senior. You're an offensive lineman. What kind of legacy do you want to leave to some of those younger offensive linemen or defensive linemen, either one?
Well, both ways of the ball, considering that we have 4 seniors on the O-line this year, I just want to let them know that you don't have to be a starter from your freshman year to be able to step up and take your team good places, because I didn't start my junior year, and look at us now, 300 rushing yards a game.
Yep.
It doesn't matter where you start at, it's all about how you finish it in high school, and that's just really what you got to stick to all 4 years.
Braden, what about you? What kind of legacy do you want to leave some of those younger linebackers that are coming up?
I don't ever want them to be satisfied with being like under what they're used to, because like Grant hasn't always been a great football program until like past like maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years or so. And I don't want them to ever like lose the standard that has been set after these past few years of making playoffs every year and
don't settle, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That's where the climb is.
That's it.
And look, you go back 6 years.
Yeah.
My second to last year here when we had a winning season, made the playoffs from there. So it's not been long. This is the most successful period in Grant High School football history.
Yeah.
From about 2020.
Yeah,
I'm getting old. So I'm excited when they talk about how they talk and how they presented about talking about the standard. You guys are setting something up, and if you keep fighting for it like you guys have been, think about when your kids are here, and this is a place to behold.
Right.
And it starts with you.
Yep.
Those first groups at Ash, those first groups at West Monroe.
Yeah.
They didn't win anything.
Right.
But they elevated practice.
Yeah.
They elevated the freshmen. They elevated the other kids.
Go a little bit farther, and then don't be satisfied with that. Shoot for a little bit higher. And I see you guys doing that here at this Grant High School program as well. We're proud of both of you. Hope to be calling your name a lot more for the rest of the season. So I hope you just go beat the tar out of them boys at Wasserman.
Absolutely.
Friday night. Deontay Pennington and Braden Sloan. We'll be back in just a minute to wrap things up with Coach Cowan and head coach Jarvous Felton. So stay right here with us at Route 22 for the Grant High Coaches Show right here on 446 Sports.
Discover golf like never before at Links on the Bayou, Central Louisiana's hidden gem. Welcome to a golf experience like no other. Our Links-style design sets the stage for an exciting and unique adventure. 5 distinct tee boxes cater to every skill level, ensuring a game that's perfect for you. And when you're ready to refuel, head to Becky's Bunker Club for dining with a view and gear up in our pro shop. Ready to elevate your golfing experience? Tee off at Links on the Bayou today. Links on the Bayou, redefining the way you enjoy golf.
Oh, I'll do it. We're back here at Route 22 for the Jarvous Felton Coaches Show. Chaz let me kind of lead us into
it. Bring it in, buddy. Bring it in.
So Coach Felton asked me, what coach do you want to talk to?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we kind of talk to everybody, but then every Friday night when we look down at warm-ups, Coach Cowan is warming up the DBs. I'm like, what's he doing over there? And he's coaching the DBs. And as we get into this district schedule, and I know some of these teams, they're going to be throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Talk to us about DBs. We've already talked about O-line.
Well, I mean, me and Coach Perry, we try to team up and coach DBs as much as we can. Like I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not a DB coach.
No, I wasn't either.
I'm not a perfectionist at DB, but I do try to learn as much as I can, whether it's the basics that I know. We were actually having a conversation about this earlier. Like, I try to spend my own money to try to learn, but we take from Coach Hill, and Coach Hill basically kind of coaches us up.
Now, how much fun is it to when I lived here, I coached like O-line for 5-6 years, and I went to Ashland. They gave me the running backs, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But it became fun.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's different. You kind of gotta have a little different swagger when you coach DBs, because they're the cool kids on the field. They live by confidence and cockiness sometimes.
I love it.
So it definitely puts me in a different spot when I'm coaching them.
I laugh. Yeah, y'all may be seeing me laugh. My son is a DB coach up at Neville.
And he played tight end.
And he played tight end here at Grant. And before that, he was an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
I mean, our defensive backs could probably run backwards and outrun him. I mean, he is so not a defensive back, but he's a student of the game, and he understands defense. He understands coverage. He understands technique. So you can be a great teacher, right, and not be
a DB.
Right. And I'll tell you, they save for two games, they pitched a shutout every game. He coaches the junior high up there at Neville. And so his DBs, but you talking about being the cocky little guys, the confidence, the swagger, that transcends every school. They're all like that. And so he was able to relate to them, and they loved him, and they played hard for him each and every week. So, Coach, I know you've got football knowledge. You can teach it.
Yeah, I try. Like, again,
you may not can demonstrate it.
Yeah, I may not be able to turn and run as fast as some of them, but I can at least teach it a little bit.
That's right. That's right. Well, I appreciate you being the offensive line coach, and we've talked to you here before. Listening to one of your offensive linemen talk a while ago, the satisfaction from having a running back that's rushing for so many yards, and I commented, I mean, Ahmad's a special player. He does a lot of things, but at the end of the day, they can't run without a hole, right?
Right.
And so that's really a lot of that success is attributed to you in coaching those young men up on that offensive line.
Appreciate it.
What you got, Coach?
Coach, look, they run up the middle. I mean,
yeah.
All day running up the middle.
There's no he was fast outside. They're coming right through up the center's butt, kicking out those guys.
Yeah.
That's got to take a little bit of a a set.
Yeah, that's
3 yards in a cloud of dust, baby. We there.
The thing about Ahmad is 3 yards and there's a dust trail.
Yeah, house call. But if you open that up to give him that 3 yards, I mean, he's the kind of athlete that can turn 3 into, 60 and 6 points,
There's a lot of times he run through and he's completely untouched.
Yeah, untouched.
And that goes back to when I talk to them about communication.
Yeah.
Like, my big thing is communication, making sure everybody knows where everybody's supposed to go. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do as a unit. So
we talked to Owen Stokes, one of the offensive linemen that's walking out right now. We talked to him a couple of weeks ago, and I asked, that was my question to him, how does that feel to be an offensive lineman and you're blocking and you see, you know, when the play goes by you and you notice number one is going all the way to the house with nobody touching him. How does that feel as an offensive lineman? And every one of them, I've asked Madden, I asked Deontay, and every one of them said the same thing. It's great. I remember.
If they were being honest, they tell you, now I got to jog my butt.
Now I got to go all the way down there.
Oh, they hate when we go tempo.
I don't think any offensive lineman likes it when you go tempo unless you're just really running the ball down their throat. You know?
Deontay said the worst part of the game is when him and Madden got to sprint off at nose guard, you know, as they rotate out. He said that just sucks.
He hates that. But you know, that's kind of goes along with the burden of, you know, having a guy that's got the body type to play that zero. We just don't have a whole lot of those. Him and Madden are about the closest we got to playing that zero. Owen could, but he can't. He said he's got a bad knee or bad back. Or something. Back. He can't play at zero. But you know, that's a block eater, man. That's what that guy's got to do. And so we got a couple of guys. It's hard enough in the trenches on the offensive side of the ball. You know, play it on the offensive line and then have to jump over and switch to play a position that you're having to take on two guys most of the night. So those two guys getting a little opportunity to get a little bit of breather, that's a good thing.
So we're going to talk about Wassman.
Yeah.
Everything I've heard, they got a little guy at quarterback who can move around.
That's it.
And create something that ain't there originally. You know, how do you – those first 10 seconds, you did a great job. You prepared them. They're in the right coverage. There's not a play there. That's my question to you. How do you teach them, like, hey, the next 10 seconds, something wild's finna happen.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah. We worked on that today. Just working on tackling in space. Fitting correctly, making sure we're taking the right angle, making sure we're taking the right shoulder, and that's all routed together.
Yeah.
Because you saw it against Peabody. Like the first half of the play, it's like, okay, they know exactly where to be, and they figured it out. And then just a playmaker. What do they call it,
Mr. Electric?
I've heard this. I don't want to ever hear that.
I don't want to hear that ever again. Coach Cowan, we told Coach Felton that our broadcast, the PA speaker was as far as from here, that water bottle in front of us. So we heard about Mr. Electric all night long.
From Barry White that was calling the game.
Yeah, Barry White up there calling the game. You know, we've come sort of toward the end of the show. I trust and know you guys, know your quality, know your work ethic down there, and I trust and know that these boys are going to be prepared to play football Friday night against Wassman. Both of you guys, Cougars are 3-3, Wassman's 3-3. Similar records. In fact, they're exactly the same. Wassman's coming off of a first district game stretch loss to Tioga from last week. Where they lost to Tioga by 3 scores, I believe it was.
56-30.
Yeah.
Or something in that.
They got rolling late.
Yeah. So I know both teams are going to be hungry to win. We got to travel to Monroe, and I know traveling, that's not too bad of a road trip, but I mean it is a ride, and I know you guys are going to have those boys prepared and ready to go play another district game Friday night. Coach,
Absolutely.
You got any final thoughts?
I'm just excited to see them. You know, every week, and I told Coach Felton this privately, said it on the show, seeing them from one quarter to fourth quarter, they never quit.
Right.
They play hard. It's a joy to call the game and watch it because even if it's like 2 scores down, I know they're still competing.
Yep.
And they're going to try to fight for it. And when you got a kid like Ahmad, that score can be over, you know.
Yep.
But then everybody else is playing hard too, and it's I remember when the kids didn't.
Yeah, it's good. It's a testament to both of you men in building just the attitude, the confidence in these young men, and I just want to tell you both thank you. I think you're doing an outstanding job.
Braden Sloan said that they're not living up to the standard.
No. He made that remark on here. He said, you know, the defense is not played up to where we need to be.
To our standard.
To our standard, that was his words. And so, man,
Coach
that's
Felton's going to give him an attaboy tomorrow
at
some point.
That's awesome.
But, yeah, that's what we talk about. Like, it's easy for you, him, us to talk about the standard, and try to get the kids excited. But when the kid says, hey, we didn't live up to the standard, you're like,
wow.
That's exciting. Where it's going to go is just we're excited here at 446.
Well, that's going to do it for the Week 6 edition of the Grand High Coaches Show here on 446 Sports, brought to you every week here at Route 22. So thankful for Miss Benita and the folks for allowing us to be here and bring you this show each and every week. Want to invite you to tune in Friday night. 7 o'clock, the Cougars are going to be on the road going to Wasman to play district game number 2 in District 2-4A against Wasman High School. Going to be a dogfight. We wish the boys well. I'm not going to be with you guys Friday night.
So it's just going to be me talking.
It's going to be Coach. Unfortunately, I've got to make a trip to Houston, so I'm not going to be able to be there. But the coach here is going to be there, and our right-hand man, Alan Simmons.
He's going to control the camera.
Alan,
so you'll get to see the game and hear me talk. I cannot pull double duty.
You can't do both. We've had to do that before, where you've had to. We've called it together, but you had to do the camera. But Alan's going to be on the camera. I want to thank our wonderful producer Nick, that's here each and every week on the Coaches Show. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Alan. You've been wonderful here tonight. Just great moral support, and he's learning how to produce over there too, and learning how to be
how to deal with the talent.
That obnoxious talent, right?
I know. I made him go get me a soda earlier.
Well, that's going to do it here tonight for us, for head coach Jarvous Felton, for Coach Cowan, for Coach Thomas Laborde. I'm Chad James. Be sure to tune in Friday night at 7 o'clock.